Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a power supply. This is, well, I haven't bought one of these from ASRock before, but it's an ASRock PRO series, Pro 750G. It's a gold 750 watt power supply. Now, it is PCI Express 5.1 ready. It's non-modular, but the price reflects that. It's in the B tier for power supplies, and I figured I had to check it out. And for what I paid for it, between $54 and $65, it's kind of a no-brainer. So if you're interested in this, I'm going to put a link for it in the description section below, and you can check it out. It helps me out. And this is going into one of my upcoming flip builds. And I needed extra power, and I wanted a reliable gold-rated power supply, and this seemed to fit the bill. So without further ado, let's crack it open. Take a look, shall we? Come on, let's go! Alright, well, before I crack this open, we're going to just take a quick look. And so the features, it's going to have, for the cables included, it's going to have one 24-pin motherboard, and you're going to have one 4x4 pin CPU cable, one PCI Express 12-volt 2x6, and two 6x2 pin PCI Express, so you got 3 connectors. Let's see, we've got one SATA connector, what looks like 1, 2, 3, and another one that has looks like Molex, and then another SATA on there. So you got a good variety of old school, new school. And this has a combined power on the 3.3 volt rail and the 5 volt rail, 20 amp, and 100 watts total. And then for plus 12 volt rail, I got 750 watts. 62.5 amps, so there's a single 12 volt rail on this. Well, 450 watt PCI Express 5.0 cable here. So that's what it means by the 2x6 cable here. And I was wrong in this, seeing as it has 2 cables for the PCI Express 6x2. That means it has, and seeing as this is an 80 plus gold power supply, it's in the B tier. So, let's get this open, shall we? I'm always on the hunt for a decently reputable power supply that's going to fit the bill. It's going to be quality. It's not going to screw my system up, because this power supply is the, you know, it's the heart of your system. You could think of the CPU as the heart of the system, but in my mind, it's the power supply. It powers everything. If you don't have a good quality power supply, your system could be shot in a second. So you got a quick installation guide here from ASRock, which is pretty cool. And the cables, you know, they're not in a bag or anything, but you've got a power cable here, a couple zip ties for cable management, and then you've got the power supply itself. It's bubble wrapped, and then you got the screws for the power supply, and it's just cardboard, bubble wrap, and let's see, there is a decent amount of weight to the power supply, you know, and it's got the specs on the back of the power supply here, ATX 3.1, and of course, you know, just standard on off. It is non-modular, which for some of you may be a deal breaker, but to be honest, if you have a decent enough case, you can route the cables fine and acceptably hide them, hence the zip ties. As far as the length goes, adequate length on the cables here. They're flat, in case you're worried about that. They are not sheathed, but flat. So when they're flat like this, you know, it can give you a little bit, you can cable manage them a little bit better sometimes in some cases. PCI Express, 8-pin GPU. Here is this PCI Express 5.0 cable. Now, I really would have liked to have this a higher rating, but the power supply is only, 750 watts, so it's 450 watt max. I wonder how this will stand the test of time, but we'll see. And then the rest of your cables, like I pointed out, this one has 1 SATA, 2 Molex, and then you got SATA here, and 24-pin motherboard ATX connector. And then you got another PCI Express. So if we count up the PCI Express, we only have 2 in the PCI Express 5.0. Now, what you might want to think about is if you have like a RX 9070 XT, that takes 3 of these 8-pin cables. This power supply is lacking that, and you're going to be short that as far as I can tell here. So make sure you look at your connectors, make sure you get the right one. But the build I'm doing is not going to have that that graphics card, so we don't have to worry about that. Decent power supply, plenty of cable length, not too bad. You got plenty of power overhead for a decently sized graphics card and a modern CPU. Want to see how I'm utilizing this power supply? You might want to consider subscribing and hit the thumbs up if this type of content is helpful for you today. So thanks for coming along with me on this unboxing, and thanks for watching. Remember this tech.